My legal name is Danger Zone, and it destroyed my career. My dad was a Top Gun fanatic when I was born in 1987. He watched that movie 47 times in theaters and had the soundtrack on repeat in the delivery room. When the nurse asked for my name, he blurted out, "Danger Zone," before my mom could stop him. She was too exhausted to argue. He promised they'd fix it later. The paperwork got filed with the state. They never changed it. Middle school was brutal. Every substitute teacher would do a double take during roll call. Danger Zone Patterson. Kids would hum the Kenny Loggins song whenever I walked past. In 8th grade, someone photoshopped my yearbook picture onto a fighter jet, and it circulated for months. The principal called my parents in because teachers thought I was being bullied with a fake name. I started going by DJ before anyone could ask questions. I'd interrupt teachers on the first day and say, "It's DJ, just DJ," before they could read the attendance sheet, but it never lasted. Someone always found out. Airport security became my personal hell. I missed a flight to my grandmother's funeral because TSA thought my ID was fake. They held me for 45 minutes running background checks. Every time I booked a hotel, front desk staff would smirk and ask if I needed the Danger Zone suite. I stopped traveling for work because the humiliation wasn't worth it. I work in corporate finance. Last year, I applied for a VP position at 3 different firms. My resume was flawless. MBA from Northwestern, 10 years of experience, stellar references. I got 0 callbacks. A recruiter friend finally told me off the record, "Hiring managers think you're not serious. Your name sounds like a joke." 6 months ago, I was presenting our Q4 earnings to potential investors. I'd been preparing for weeks. When I introduced myself, one investor interrupted and said, "Wait, that's your real name? Like the song?" The room erupted in laughter. My boss tried to redirect, but the damage was done. 2 investors left before my presentation ended. We lost a $2.3 million deal. That night, I sat in my apartment and finally looked up name change attorneys. The process took 4 months and cost $890 in legal fees plus court costs. I hired a lawyer because I wanted it done right. I chose David James Patterson, the initials I'd been using my whole life. I told my family I had a court date, but not why. The morning of the hearing, my dad showed up outside the courthouse. He was holding a coffee and looked confused. Inside, the judge read Danger Zone Patterson out loud and asked what I was changing it to. I said David James Patterson clearly. My dad stood up in the back and his coffee hit the floor. After the judge approved it, Dad followed me outside. He said, "I gave you that name because I wanted you to be fearless. I thought it made you special." I told him everything. Every job I didn't get. Every room that stopped taking me seriously. Every time I had to prove I wasn't a prank. He stood there on the courthouse steps and started crying. He whispered, "I'm sorry. I didn't know. Was I wrong to finally change my name?"